Morning, everybody. This is Kerry, and welcome to my channel, Testimonies and Conversations. Though I'm trying to figure out a smaller, shorter name because getting it embroidered on my shirt or on my vehicle is going to be a name this long, and so I've been debating how, because there's a lot of names out there that are taken, and some years ago, people ran in and they just took up the names. So now you're left, fiddling around to find stuff. So today is it's Wednesday, October 15th, and yesterday was Charlie Kirk's birthday, and so really, unfortunately, our minds move on. I was reminded of it yesterday morning, and it's sad, and and my point about Charlie Kirk's death, and it really, I mean, I forget what I was doing, but then I saw something, and I thought an accident. They didn't say a shooting. I was like, what in the world, And but here's what I want to say. So the Bible talks about wolves in sheep clothing. False prophets, and other things along that line. People they just say, hey, don't trust them. Don't trust them. Okay, but here's what I want to tell you is that, you know, people not I don't give all out support on Donald Trump. He's not the I don't know. I mean some awesome things have happened lately, but he's not the end all be all, okay? And um I would never listen to a sermon from this guy. But just because someone um is not as religious as you and is not as he doesn't he doesn't meet your standard of a Christian, let's say. Because I see these guys, and they're fighting our fight out on the streets. Okay, there's a lot of people out there that are defending your rights. Okay, they're defending everybody's right. They're defending people's right to be stupid. They're defending people's right to sin because they're defending our country. And then you have those that are defending the Christian faith, even though they would basically, if Judgment Day was today, you don't believe they would be saved. You believe that they would be on the other side, and God says, I sorry, depart. I do not know you. And so there is this gray area when it comes to people. Okay, not Christianity, but people. Okay, and so just because there are people out there that you don't like, you don't agree with, and you're like, they're not a Christian, da, 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 da. But ask yourself one thing: if I'm in need, would they help me? Well, yeah, we all got neighbors, they can cuss up a storm and everything else, but if they see you out there on a cold morning, you can't get your car started, they'll stop their truck, back up, and hey, you need a jump? Okay, hey, you need a ride? They're there to help you. And they're really these great people. It's just they're just not in the Christian faith. They don't fit your definition of Christian. I like the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro and his crew. But the thing that bothers me is boy, man, they get into cussing, and it's like, you know, why? So they don't fit my exact definition of a Christian, but they still stand up for my faith. Okay, they stand up for me when I'm absent, when I'm you got jobs to do, and they've made it their job, even though they may not fit your criteria. They're still out there defending you, and so I'm watching Jonathan Kahn. If you never watched him, the dude's got this beard and hair, and it's like, whoa. I mean, um, and the visual appeal of him can take you a minute to get past, but if you give him a minute, and he's talking about now it's slipping my mind, Yehu in the Bible, and his reign as the king and his wife, um, and how that relates to Clinton and President Trump, the Clintons and Trump. And one thing that was said was that Yehu had to make a deal with the Christians for him to come to power. That they would be behind him and he would be their friend. Okay, he didn't say he's going to be their spiritual leader. Just say he would be their friend. And the same thing is with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is our friend, and there's a lot of other people out there who can be your Christian friend, even though they may not meet your requirement of Christian. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. The Pope, nah, that Pope. I mean, I've never been a big on Catholicism, and that whole thing is, it's a mess. And that guy, he's, um, that's a disaster. So I'm not going to say this guy's going to speak for me, because God, you don't know what he's going to, what. No, I'm on the left side now. I'm on the right side. I'm on the left side. So just pray, regardless, the Bible commands us to pray for our leaders, that they make wise decisions, and your prayers can influence their decisions. Okay? It prayer works. You want to God gives you the right to appeal to his, I don't, senses. I don't know, his heart strings, that you can put, God, please help me. Please, please, please save our country, right? Save our country, right? God can be up there going, okay, guys, this ain't working. This ain't working. We're subtracting good churches and we're adding bad churches. So your prayers, I don't know if you're changing it, I don't know how you would phrase it, but God gives you the chance to appeal on his mercy. you know have mercy on us, please. And that's where we need to be, is we need to be praying for Donald Trump. We need to be praying for Israel. And if you can't suck up your pride, and I'm telling you, it was hard supporting Biden. I mean, because there was just there was nothing there. I mean, there was nothing there. So, guys, just remember, not everybody's going to be on the same page as you, even though they're on the same side as you. All right. So, as Christians and non-Christians, it's important, guys. So, thank you. Say your prayers today for Donald Trump and for Israel and the rest of the world, America, Canada, Mexico, everybody. If you feeling that you can't pray for them, and it's hard. It's hard. We've got prejudices in this world, and we're human. So we have to, love one another. So anyway, guys, thank you for your time, and like, subscribe, give me some comments, good, bad, it doesn't matter. And I hope you're going to, hopefully we're going to be adding some other people, adding some ministers in here soon with um, some other videos. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. All right. Thank you.